Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video. This is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. So let's change the setting a little bit here. So this is going to be a basketball video. And the reason why I'm posting this on a channel is because, I've had this YouTube channel for almost 15 years. At this point, I've been posting content for a very long time, and I've documented pretty much my whole life on YouTube. And I know I started Fit Vegan coaching, over 5 years ago now, because we celebrated maybe like a few weeks ago. But as I've shared in some of the previous episodes, after going through the whole cancer journey with my late partner, going through the grieving process and feeling like my cup had been emptied for years, I finally feel like my internal soul cup is full for the first time in a very long time, for over a decade, actually, since the original diagnosis. And so I decided to start to have fun again, right? I know it sounds silly, but when your cup is empty, it's really hard to kind of try to find those things that you find joy in. And obviously, I've been able to have a lot of fun throughout the past years, but it's different when your cup is not fully full. And as soon as it was full, the first thing that I wanted to do is go back to pursue some of my childhood dreams. And for those of you that may or may not notice, I used to play basketball in high school and college, and it was one of my first big dreams that I've ever had that I worked really hard towards. And, now at the age of, 31, about to be 32 in a few months, I've decided to step back into basketball for my own pleasure. What's really cool about it is actually after 10 years of being vegan now, I'm actually a lot more athletic and a lot better shape. My skills are a lot better. I see the game very differently. And so all of this to say that if you follow me on Instagram or some of those platforms where you can kind of see the documentation on a day-to-day, I've been training for some basketball events that are going to be happening in July, and I have some other cool things planned for the rest of the year, all while I am building Fit Vegan, because that is my main mission and why I feel I've been put on this earth. And so from a career standpoint and impact standpoint, Fit Vegan is very much there. There's my beautiful relationship with my amazing wife. And then on the sports and fitness side, I'm diving back into basketball. And so what I did is, Ivy and I like to watch a little bit of YouTube videos for basketball. And there was this guy, JLaw, that we saw kind of train some professional NBA players and D1 players and G League players, people that are really high level. And I've decided to hire him to get a proper assessment of where I was at after not playing for almost a decade. As you'll see by some of the clips, I'm pretty rusty on some of the exercises and some of the terminologies, because they've changed a lot in the past 10 years and the game is completely different. But it was very fun to be able to go do that. And you'll see towards the end of the clip, there was Dash Daniels there, I believe, which is a prospect for the NBA for next year. And it was just very interesting to see the caliber difference of people that's going to play at that high of a level. I had a blast, going through this training session. As much as you'll see me suffer and sweat and swear a little bit, it was an absolute blast. And at the end of the whole session, Jordan gave me some feedback on what my strengths were, what my weaknesses were. And so I'm not editing anything out. I just wanted this to be as truthful as possible, because at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm doing this for fun and I want to improve myself. And I want this documentation for myself on YouTube. And so I'm just going to leave it all out there, and you guys can make fun of my handles or the shots that I've missed. But again, I'm just very excited to have a full cup and to step back into pursuing that childhood dream and to be able to close that loop for myself. There's certain things that I want to accomplish within this domain from a personal standpoint, athletic and achievement standpoint. So I'm very excited to continue working towards those. And this is just, one of the many training sessions that I've been doing, because in the past, I fully committed 3 weeks ago. So I've been training about twice a day, Monday to Friday, and then once on Saturday, which is a longer session, to try to improve, my cardiovascular capacity, because I thought I was in great shape until I went to the session you guys are about to see. And I realized that I was breathing like I weighed 300 pounds. There's a difference between being in great shape and being elite. And I have to bridge that gap over the course of the next few months. And so again, I'm going to stop talking. I'll let you guys enjoy the clip. If you love to watch some basketball, I'm going to post some stuff here and there. I'm thinking of starting a separate channel to, document some of the basketball stuff and kind of that journey. But ultimately, this YouTube channel has been my baby for the past 15 years, and I've just always documented my life. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of this journey, let me know in the comment section below. If you think I should do a separate channel for it, again, let me know in the comment section below. But if not, enjoy the training session, do what I do. When I want to learn, I go and hire professionals, I go and hire experts, and then I just redo the drills that I did with them. So enjoy the upcoming clips. And I just want to say thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one on Wednesday, because we have an incredible podcast guest that's going to be coming on.
good score for like a pro, semi-pro, is in the 40s.
Okay.
So this needs to be something like we look at. This might be an asset. This might be a liability for you. I'm still on the fence with it.
Okay.
I think the distance is going to be something that's a liability for you.
Yeah.
But this is something that you need to key on like a ton.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. How long are we shooting for? 4 minutes?
4 minutes.
Okay.
After each shot, just have a little adjustment, left or right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. You got it. Good looks. Make the adjustment.
Off.
8.
Make the adjustment. 9.
'Easy money. There you go.
Good look, him. Good look, him.
Off.
13.
I knew why. Yeah. There you go.
One minute. 10 seconds.
Oh, it's that shit in. Top. Some shit. There's some shit.
Last shot. 30. Like fatigue.
Yeah.
It just, you're playing behind the 8 ball with it. So it's going to have heavy landing, you're going to have heavy start, and you're going to miss. Do you know where you miss 90% of the time?
Up here.
On the rim. Where'd you miss on the rim? 90%?
Oh yeah, because I know that if I land here and I shoot from here, I get it better. When I get tired, I land on my heels and I shoot from the heels, and that gives me that little shortness.
Yep. So 90% of your misses were short.
Yeah.
Not directional. You had about 10% of your misses were directional and short.
Yeah.
But majority of them were right on target. So that's saying upper body mechanics, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Lower body or cadence, you have great ball and hip rhythm. It's just about speeding up that cadence just a little bit.
Yeah.
So we can generate a little bit more power from like the rhythm step that you use, or a foot replacement that you're so good at in the mid-range.
Yeah.
And that'll give you the opportunity to get that extra power when we're fatigued.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Cool.
That was solid though. We're gonna go.
I'm happy the mechanics are there. Yeah, legs are definitely fucking dead right now for sure.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Shouldn't have played yesterday.
I would have killed you regardless. I actually want to see you guys. You guys are going to go one-on-one right now.
Okay, my shoes on.
Get your shoes on.
Yeah,
ready, go. One.
Wherever?
Wherever. Okay. Find the path of least resistance. 2. Same thing. Get to it. I got it. Oh, you don't finish those.
Okay.
You way to hustle through it though.
My coach used to beat the shit out of me.
Oh, go space. Oh. Good setup. Oh yeah.
Good. Oh yeah.
Eat that shoulder, eh?
I grew up a big man.
I know. Not afraid to use your body.
Oh!
Got him.
Nice.
You got it in. Good hands, Ant. Ah! Go. Push. Mode push.
Maybe 30 seconds out.
Yeah.
Time. No basket. 2. Nope. Try. 2. Oh. Nice. Team Nole. Oh. Dante, critique him. Way to move. Good D. Rattled. Cut. 4. 5 or 6, sorry. 8. That's horrible. Thanks, Cash. 10. Yeah. Got it.
Try to block shot, can't get that fucking rebound.
Time.
Are you good? Oh.
Strong, man.
Thank you.
I'll take dash.
I need to. I'm skinny.
You get Max.
I use a skinny frame.
You get Max and Rudy.
When you use Max?
It's Max, yeah. Maxim?
I got Max.
slide, catch, set, 3.
Okay. With a pass or?
Yep.
Okay.
First to 3. Feeble line.
Oh.
2. Woo-hoo-hoo. Slow as molasses in the middle of Quebec in the winter. Step back on that. Ooh. Good pass. It's wet.
Off.
Bless you. Starting at like the block, you're gonna get like a screen. Okay. So you start at the midline. Get a screen, you're gonna break out from low post or like hoop man all the way out to the wing.
Okay.
My bad, Ant. Get up. Two. Good hit. 3. From half court, dribble into the shot to from the wing, or to the wing.
2 dribbles?
Go. Could be like a isolation, like get to a skip, drop. Could be just that. You can mix it up. We're just attacking our defender.
Whatever, basically. Just whatever dribble.
Yep, just live dribble. Do whatever you want. 3. Next spot. Or corner from the left corner. Good look, Max. Good hit. 3.
It's always
break out. So close.
That's
so close. Uh-oh. Got it. Good knock. Back to slide. Slide, rip, back to the right, 1 dribble step back. Slide corner, rip back to the right.
In here?
Yep. Slide to the corner. Yep. Step back.
Oh.
Yep.
There you go.
Hit dash.
There you go. I need 1 at least. 2. Yeah, that was 3 for him, yeah.
Break out. Really heavy on that left leg dash. Pull up. Last one.
Hey, 3.
Said don't miss. We got 4-minute drill. Grab some water real quick.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our stop separation drill and then we'll chat.
Okay.
Yo, great. And you go out there and Oregon. But look to be behind. So speed stop behind.
Yeah.
Punch drag, under drag, inverted drag, and then step back.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready and go. Speed stop. Speed stop. Punch drag. That was a step back. I'll count the step back punch drag. Same foot, same hand.
Same leg?
So when you stop, boom, right foot extends. Yes. Under drag, under the leg. That's inverted drag, beautiful inverted drag. Do that again. Good. Next one, go under the right leg. Got it. Let's get it. I see you, old man. Go left. Speed stop. Yep. Don't lift up. Stay down. Speed stop. Go. There you go. Let's go.
That's a weird one. It felt. That's more of a step back, but. That's
yeah.
Again on this one. I step back on that side.
Here you go. Punch right, left. There you go.
Later, Rudy. Later, P.
Under.
Let's go. 1 minute left.
Step back, you.
Yeah, switch. Good luck.
Off. Heavy ass legs.
Push it. Time.
Woo! Oh, legs are heavy as shit.
Yeah, you
I'm
see it.
dragging them.
How many was that?
25.
Excellent job, Eddie. We'll go through 92nd, 47, below an asset line. You need to be up at the 70s. 7-minute drill, 118, later Spence. 118 and a 140. Got to be at the 140 mark. We struggle a little bit with tempo finishes.
Which one was that?
That was the finishing.
Oh, okay.
I'll put 5 free throws. Obviously wasn't your best representation.
Yeah.
A lot of it could have been nerves, could have been fatigue, could have been heaviness, could have been rushing it.
Yeah.
When we get to the free throw line, especially when you do your showcase, you will be asked to shoot free throws. That's one of those like non-negotiables, like things that they expect to see, like professionalism and ability to be able to knock them down when you get to the line.
Okay.
10-minute drill, excellent job. You found your rhythm on that series when you got into the mid-range. Beautiful mid-range shooting. 4-minute threes, you got 30. Decent, you should be in the 40s. I
Okay.
feel like just with practice of extending range, and
range,
picking
yeah.
up the cadence will definitely get you up there. 4-minute stop separation, you got 25. Decent. 30s would be something that we try to shoot for.
Okay.
Your footwork is really slow and you're still very green with skill acquisition.
Yeah.
So do that a few more times. Like, I'm sure you'll definitely get it up there to 30s. And you got 2 against Anthony in 1.5 minute live.
Yeah.
Definitely felt the fatigue after about 30 seconds,
Yeah.
45 seconds, and it showed.
Yeah.
I did
We'll
too.
talk a little bit more about that. Strengths, excellent floater touch, excellent touch in general. You're shooting great touch on shot, great base, great rotation, great preparation. So your foot replacements off the catch are superb. Like, that would be something that I say when you get to 3-point line, like, get into that hop as
Yeah.
much as you can. Like, that is a high level asset for you. When you go to your rhythm step, it's controlled and consistent, but it's not as quick.
Yeah.
And when you get to that next level, you get to your showcase, time is not something that you're going to have much of.
Yeah.
You're going to be competing against length and speed and strength.
Yeah.
You have length and strength. When you take away one of those, or have like a liability, or take away one of those assets,
Yeah.
we got to be able to make up for it in some facet.
Okay.
3-point shooting, ultra consistent with cadence. You have great ball and hip rhythm. Ball and hip rhythm means you understand how to generate power efficiently. Ball goes up first, initiates the hips. When you go to extend, you're kind of meeting your wrist extending with your ankles extending, so that way you can maximize your power.
Okay.
You do a tremendous job at that. So extending range shouldn't be too difficult of an issue.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of like getting comfortable a couple steps back.
Shooting from there, yeah.
Yep. 3-point shooting. Wait, I already did that. Super strong, I put down here. Like, you can see it on the drives, on the finishes, on defense, like walling up, using your length. You got like dad strength, like grown man strength.
Yeah.
But you had decent defense, but you just got fatigued. Really heavy feet. Used your arms to kind of like corral him a little bit, which is a foul. But
Yeah.
I love how you use forearm to kind of slow down. I do that too, old white guy stuff.
I did too.
But it's really important that we understand how to maximize our speed of our feet
Yeah.
while also accentuating our strength.
Okay.
Here we go, now the fun stuff. Weaknesses, ball handling, transitions into combos, meaning when you find between the legs go into behind the back, we shouldn't have to adjust our frame in order to receive it. We need
Yeah.
to practice manipulation.
Yeah.
So understanding how to control the ball outside of your pocket, control the ball in different dimensions, very important. Depths and widths is really important to master while the ball is floating in our hand.
Yeah.
Dribble tempo and urgency. We're a little bit lifted with the dribble, a little bit slow. You kind of like dribble in order to make up for your feet, and as a result of that, it's very inconsistent with which one is hitting the ground first. And we want to, like I said before, we want to time them together, like
Yeah.
be in sync with our steps. So every time, which is our next one, dribble step timing. Every time you put the dribble down with your right hand, your left foot needs to be in the act of stepping or hitting the floor.
Yeah.
So that way we can get into this fluid momentum.
Okay.
You are kind of like a little bit disjointed with a lot of it, or not thinking
Doesn't
about
match.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't match up as well. A lot of that is because you're so green and you've taken 10 years of rust and you've piled it onto your vehicle. Like, you got to shave it down a little bit,
Yeah.
clean it up. Finishing. Inverted hand finish wasn't horrible, but I put it down here because it's always something that we can get better with.
Yeah.
Weak hand, this is a first area of focus. We got to get our left hand to be as comfortable as our right hand, and I know you have very little comfort in going to that direction, or finishing with that direction.
Yeah.
Side hand, especially weak side, getting to that side hand release, finishing wide. It's a big high level finish at the next level. Finishing footwork is really heavy. So once again, driving, using your, until you know how to jump,
Yeah.
but now it's just like using those proper like mechanics of like lifting, swinging that, jumping leg up so we can generate the power upward, and tying that with our arms and then pick up at the basketball to get more lift
Yeah.
and efficiency out of our jumps. Our shooting, some inconsistencies with your offhand, pushing across your shooting hand. You'll notice sometimes you'll shoot, offhand gets to here.
Yeah.
As I said before, I don't mind when we have like a shooting wrist that doesn't break versus break. Like, showcases a lot of your aptitude of being able to control the touch.
Yeah.
But when we start letting them cross, that's when inefficiencies come about. That's when It's usually when you're tired, when you're fatigued,
Yeah.
and you try to put too much power with your upper body, and that's when that cross happens.
Yeah.
But just trying to control that as much as possible is super important. You're very slow into your pull-ups. This is dribble timing, getting into shot, but we want to make sure that we're trying to crisp that up a little bit.
Yeah.
3-point shooting, first area of focus. Needs to get more comfortable with FIBA 3 and extending range a bit. So I'd highly suggest shooting to NBA, the furthest line. Just to get more comfort there.
Yeah.
Frees up a little bit of space for you, allows that separation so you don't have to feel like you need to create separation against an opponent.
Yeah.
You're already back to space a little bit, opens up driving lanes and gives you opportunity to maximize your abilities.
Okay.
Needs to speed up shot. We talked about that. Cadence is a little slow. It's great cadence, meaning you're in time, like you sync your feet with the ball and hip rhythm.
Yeah.
But cadence needs to be sped up just a couple, what is it?
Yeah. Well, I saw the difference with the other guy shooting too.
Notches.
Yeah.
You felt it?
Well, I saw with the other guy how quick he was picking up the ball, and I was like, yeah, for sure it's a matter of like, I don't want to lose the ball, so I'm kind of going slower to compensate for the ball handling as well. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You see it. And then I put here beautiful rotation underneath weaknesses. I don't know why.
Hey,
Stop separation. Stop separation footwork needs work. So your decel, your ability to decel.
Yeah.
Imagine there's a glass wall in front of you. Break that glass wall with head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to kick the glass wall down with your feet.
Yeah.
This is also going to put you in more of an attack mode. Let that dribble get in front of you.
Yeah.
So now we're positioning ourselves a little bit better on those drives.
I saw it on the shot too when we were just coming here as well.
Yep.
Like stopping dry and to shoot. Yeah.
Yep. Skill acquisition needs refinement. Once again, green, a lot of rust. Skill, like telling you what a punch drag is, under drag, that kind of stuff, and you're like, yeah. And once you see
Never
it though,
heard those before. Yeah.
but once you see it, like you pick it up.
Yeah.
Highly intelligent with that. Your pickup timing is a little slow, and a lot of that is you're not comfortable. Like you just said it. You want to make sure that you have the ball controlled.
Yeah.
We want to be able to catch that ball, adjust our hand accordingly, and then just be able to fire.
Yeah.
Conditioning, we need pro level conditioning. They're going to run you through a wall at this combine or showcase.
Yeah.
So making sure that you're strategic with your approach and how you train. Do more high level conditioning where it's like opening up the legs a little bit more, less static catch and shoots, less one dribble pull-ups, more like get into actions type thing. Live, figure out how to use your leverage and hit your opponent lower. You're strong, but you play weak. So like when you go to drive on offense, you're meeting Anthony shoulder to shoulder, understanding getting that shoulder underneath his sternum and then lifting him, pushing him back, like you could have done damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Get more comfortable with drives going right and drives right and continuing right. Your crossover right to left is too vulnerable out of the skip. So you do it a lot, or you go to it where you skip right and then crossover, but the crossover is out in front of you and your chest is open.
That's like
Anthony got him a couple times, you a couple times. You made it work, but when you're playing against like at a showcase, you're gonna get people that crowd your space and are forcing you to put the ball on the ground. You're not gonna have that space to do that. Your dribble timing, which we already talked about, 0.5 second decision making. Every time I passed you the ball, you caught in triple threat and gave like 3 probes before you went to attack.
Yeah.
And it was mostly just a mechanism to breathe.
And think.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to be able to have 0.5 second decision making. The ball touches our hands, we know whether it's a shot, whether it's a fake, like a shot fake or a jab, whether it's to drive right, drive left, or pass.
Okay.
And if we can play out of that 0.5 second, mode, then the world's our oyster. It becomes a lot easier to play.
Yeah.
Power out of spin moves. Spins are great for you. I love when you get to the spin moves. I can tell you've been doing those a lot. But when you come out of it, you come out really lifted.
Yeah.
And this could be because you played as a big, so you kind of spin like a big, where you use your shoulders to roll off the opponent.
Yeah.
But understanding,
just post up basically.
Yep. Understanding.
Told me as we were playing, I was like, I used to be a big.
Yeah.
I could tell.
But understanding how to use that strength to spin, and then understand where the exit is.
Yeah.
Like have an exit strategy. Don't just let the spin move be like, okay, I hope something happens. Like
Once I'm on the other side, yeah.
spin and know like, okay, I'm exiting to finish off 1 foot, finish off 2 feet, to seal, show a shot fake, and you know where you're going with it.
Okay.
And then last one, game IQ and knowing proper actions and locations on the floor. I quizzed you a couple times when we went with Dash,
Yeah.
and you were like, oh, I'll just watch.
Yeah.
And it's like when you get to that showcase, they'll be like, okay, we're coming off pin down.
Yeah.
Hey, we're coming off middle pick and roll. Hey, we're going to come off pistol action. And if you don't know those, they're going to look at you and then look at the door and be like, you can head there.
Okay.
Like you get put into like a live setting and they'll be like, these are the actions we're going to go in. And it's going to be like drinking water through a fire hose. So I would say like level up on that. I have an amazing app called Hooper IQ app where it does like it gamifies like game breakdown. It's a free app.
Yeah.
Gamifies like the game side of it where you go through actions, take quizzes, kind of learn the game portion of it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. So I say like pick up that game IQ would be really relevant, really important.
Okay.
Phew, that is all.
Cool. Awesome.
So high level, like I think in the next 2 months, 2 months before your showcase,
Yeah.
I think it's doable to
Yeah.
go out and be able to have give a good product.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is going to be on the conditioning side, the game enhancement side, and then shoring up like your ability to shoot. Like defense, I think you'll be fine as long as we can get our condition up and
Yeah.
be able to last up and down in pro level.
Yeah.
But being able when you get to the shooting drills, knock down 60-70% of your shots.
So would you say that that's because when I've been thinking about that, like going back into it, I was like, I don't know what position I would be because I
You'd be
grew
a
up.
three.
I'd be a 3, okay. Because I grew up a big man. That's
I
all
know.
I know. I walk on the court and I just look at the biggest guy. I'm like, I got him, but now they're like 7 foot tall. They're in 6'4".
You'd be a guard. You'd be a swing.
Okay, so a 3. So that's
You'd be an undersized swing.
okay.
And then the coaches would probably look at you and be like, okay, you're playing point, right?
Yeah.
So it's a matter of understanding who you are when you look in the mirror, but also understanding where you would be best utilized
Yeah.
at the next level from an optics standpoint.
Okay.
Those coaches or those showcase guys aren't going to know you from Adam. They're also not going to take the time to get to know you unless
Yeah.
you have a really good introduction.
Yeah.
We put our best foot forward and that's our introduction when you get on the court.
Yeah.
Those coaches don't wait for anybody. They don't make exceptions. They just want to see great product.
Yeah.
And if you can handle yourself like a professional and be utilized in the best light, for your position,
Yeah.
it's a good introduction combo.
Okay. So continue practicing the shots, basically.
Yeah.
Being able to shoot those 3s.
Threes, be able to shoot from extended range threes, lock up on defense,
Okay.
and handle pressure.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be anything that's I would highly suggest do not take more than 3 or 4 dribbles per possession.
Yeah.
You if you have a shot, 0.5 second decision making. That's top of the list.
Yeah.
Shot, pass, go set a screen, know where you're going, rolling or popping,
Yeah.
and then putting the ball on the deck, 1, 2, 3 bounces, looking to either shoot or kick.
Okay. I'll try and get too much dribbling, basically. Just pull up. Okay.
That's why very little was talking about skill acquisition
Yeah.
for me, because trying to think in relevant terms for what you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And you need to be game situational, understanding the holistic side of the sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now I'm excited.
Dude, awesome
Thank you,
meeting
man.
you. Awesome meeting you. That was awesome.
Thank you,
Very good.
man.